addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way. I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what.
Let's get it.
Salute. Salute. Salute to the Defense Force. Salute to the Defense Force. Where we go one, we go all. Kevin Samuels Defense Force, always ready to defend the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels. So tonight, we have a special occasion. Hold the line at all times. And tonight we get a optimal chance to hold the line against none other than Derrick Jaxn, who himself attacked the Godfather and called him effeminate and questioned his sexuality and called him a liar. So tonight, he gets his just desserts, and we get to unsheath our swords, charge up our lasers, fire up our cannons, and address the liar, the cheater, the giver of false hopes, the simper, Derrick Jaxn himself, as he caps live on his channel, lying, making you believe what you saw is what you did not see, as if he is his own Men in Black, and his channel is its own neuralizer. So let's begin from the beginning, and let's take a look at the cheater himself, Derrick Jaxn.
What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae.
Average at best, unfortunately, but we'll continue.
And we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I was saying,
Well, look at that. Derrick Jaxn failed at something. Unfortunately, for a man that's not high value like you, failure should be something that you should be able to live with, that you should be able to accept. That's a part of your life. It's not a part of the Godfather's life. Failure. There's no such thing as a failed marriage. Just a contract. There are no divorces, just resignations. Let's continue.
I'd say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is,
We would love to know what was untrue and what was false. Pictures don't lie, neither do audio recordings.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Let's continue.
I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear.
Oh my.
Come on, man.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my. You don't say.
Come on, son.
Not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by.
That is confusing. How can sex be less serious than sexual flirtation? For a man that's married and been with so many women, Derrick Jaxn speaks like a virgin at a Christian away camp. What is he going to tell us next? Third base was a hand job? Oh my God.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Why did he allow his wife to come on camera in a freaking bonnet? With such a serious scandal as this going on, shaking my hand, average at best. So unfortunate. Very unfortunate, girl. To be presented like this, average at best, next to your cheating, lying scumbag of a husband.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Dude should have denied. Let's continue. Let's see what he denied.
Some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or.
And it's required that you share this video out. I'm expecting 20,000 views on this video. The Defense Force must hold the line at all times. So definitely share this video out.
Being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with, but without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in.
Oh, you think? You don't say.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
In alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God.
Well, if you're married to the public, that means you've been cheating on your wife for quite some time now. Now, does it, Derrick? Unfortunate. Not only are you cheating on your wife, but you're cheating on your fans, spreading lies and false hopes, making them believe you're someone that you're not. But no, you are just a liar, a cheater, scumbag. Matter of fact, you're worse than a scumbag. Because at least a scumbag sometimes tells you the truth. Sometimes a scumbag even knows that they're a scumbag, and they own up to it. You see, you're not only a scumbag, you're a lying scumbag. And you had the audacity, the unmitigated gall, to address the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels, with this much dirt on your name and on your fan base. Unbelievable.
Come on, son.
What are we talking about?
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Let's continue.
Then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given
Asking the side check if she was a freshman at a university.
Basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then
You looked like you stood by them when you was asking what color panties she was wearing. Are you still wondering what color her panties are, Derrick? Are you wondering what color they are? What material they are? So unfortunate for a simp who simps to other women to simp to his mistress, asking what color her panties are, filming it, and sending the evidence to her in a video.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Let's continue.
And secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that.
Or you think.
For any amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable.
Obviously.
You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what, Derrick?
If you don't know this, let's do a little bit of investigating right now. Take a look at the wife. Stress acne all over her face. Look how hard he's holding her hand tight. Like he doesn't know when she's just gonna run up and smack him right in his lying scumbag face. Take a look at the wife's sweater. If you don't notice, there's a couple of light spots on the sweater. I do imagine before this video was shot, she spent quite a deal of time crying because she had to sit on video camera holding her lying scumbag's husband's hand while he tried to save his YouTube channel and empire of simping for the world to see. It's in the details, people. Only high-value men can understand that. Let's continue.
Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push.
The public made you do it. Matter of fact, maybe even Tasha K made you do it. Getting dragged for the last 72 hours made you do it. Stop the lying. Stop capping.
Push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bet and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side personally in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys. So we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification.
Blink twice for yes, blink once for no. That's how we'll figure out what we need to do with Derrick. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of high-valued men who like women will actually know. Unfortunately, being known as the ex of Derrick Jaxn, the social media cheater, has its own connotation. Ooh. I don't know. Let's continue.
For bringing other women into our marriage on any level, and it was unacceptable, and it's not something that I tolerate or that.
Well, duh. Obviously, you don't tolerate it.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
We tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, you know, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is,
That's the $1 million question. Let's see what she answers.
when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone.
Did you leave in the sweater that you're wearing now? Just questions.
No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone. and stood firm on, I am not coming back. And I did not come back until.
Absolutely. The more disgust the Defense Force receives, the brighter the eyes. The more disgust that the Defense Force sees, the hotter the flames. The more disgust the Defense Force sees, the deeper the zoom into the depths. So we can take out our enemies and do with them what we will, like we're going to be doing with Derrick Jaxn. Let's continue. Look at his eyes, lost, confused, wondering, what is she going to say next? Am I going to lose monetization? Am I going to lose my advertising? Am I going to lose my speaking engagements? What am I going to lose? Every sentence that she says, I could lose money. I hope she reads the script that I wrote for her. Unbelievable. Let's continue.
I seen a shift and a change in his mentality and how he carried himself. And
was that mentality looking for other panties? Was that mentality his Tinder profile? Please, sis, help us out. We do want to know.
Come on, son.
And how he presented himself and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on, and this was with me.
Actually, it was Derrick Jaxn that had his hand on things. He had his hand on a multitude of things. Hips, thighs, chest, probably even the backs of necks. Yes, I don't think the Lord had his hand in anything, but Derrick Jaxn probably did. So, in this rare occasion, I would tell you not to look to the Lord, but turn to your partner and see where his hands have been. Let's continue.
Me being completely removed from his life and him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe.
What did he eliminate? Was it dot 1 through 7 or 7 through 14? It's in the details
That you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about or haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. And that is what I needed for the continuation of me being present and in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that. And it's only because of the grace of God.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Come on, man. What are we talking about? Come on, man.
What are you talking about? Please, don't believe that. We don't believe you. You need more people. You expect us to believe all of that drivel about God, about moving on, about understanding, sitting there right next to your simp husband who has been gobbling up panties, drawers, bras of other women. You expect us to believe what you're saying to be true? We can see the tears on your sweater, the pain in your eyes. Why are you lying? It's okay. You could find yourself another black YouTuber just as popular. even more popular. And if you're nice, Kevin Samuels might let you keep his Red Bulls cold before streams. But let's continue.
And we have already turned a new chapter in this.
Which chapter was that? Book of Deuteronomy, verse 6, chapter 12. Thy panties belong to thy owner.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Assemble the defense force. Granted, the wife has collateral damage. However, Derrick Jaxn's time was soon to come for attacking the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels, the way he did. We don't forget, where we go one, we go all. Kevin Samuels Defense Force. Let's continue.
Story. We are continuing to move forward, and we are just now sharing that with you all. And I forgave him, and most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also forgive the others as well. And with that, we are free and moving forward. So
Absolutely.
That's all I have.
Yeah. And I get it. Some of y'all, like, this may.
That was a smile of relief from Derrick Jaxn. A smile of, thank God she's done. Let me check my AdSense account. Let me make sure I have my money. Let me make sure, see what I lost and I have gained. Come on.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
It come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down. If you've had a perspective shift on who Derrick is, hopefully it's away from anything remotely close to perfection, and it's simply that, I am a human, and that does not justify anything that I did. But I don't want anybody out there to be putting me on a pedestal. If you did, then I hate that you did that. Maybe I gave you cause to that, and I apologize if I did. For those who are saying, Derrick, I don't want to ever listen to you.
You enjoyed it. You enjoyed every minute being on a pedestal. You sat on up top your pedestal and judged every man you could. Told him lies. Lied to women. Made them believe things that weren't true. You enjoyed every single minute you could atop that pedestal. In the moment that pedestal crumbled in dramatic fashion, you started to do damage control. You've been doing damage control for the past 72 hours. So no, you enjoyed your pedestal. You enjoyed your place at the top, being able to look down on men, tell them what they're doing wrong, scold men, berate men, tell them if they weren't doing the things that you're doing, then they're doing it wrong. You enjoyed every single minute atop that pedestal. And now Kevin Samuels Defense Force is going to enjoy every minute watching that pedestal burn like the flames in our avatars and turn to dust. And we will smoke that dust and wash it down with the ice cold beverage of a Red Bull. Salute to the Kevin Samuels Defense Force. Where we go one, we eventually go all.
To you again, it's totally understandable. I appreciate you while I had your support and helping me get the message out about healing and healthy relationships to so many people who needed it, myself included. And for those who are going to continue to support, man, I appreciate you like never before, because I know it's not going to be easy going forward, at least for a little while so many things are still fresh and attached to my name. But
I think these things will forever be attached to your name. I don't think anyone will forget Derrick Jaxn. The liar, cheater, manipulator, deceiver, falsifier, implicator, manipulator, the fornicator, the perpetrator, the impersonator. I don't think anyone's going to forget you, forget what you have done, forget the things that you have said. I don't think anyone is going to move off and move on from what you have done. I think for here on out, it's a slow decline. Back to where you belong with your overvalued content that's not high value at all. I think when it's all said and done, you'll be back where you belong, in the dirt, groveling, simping for single mothers, making them believe that high-value, six-figure earning men that are signing multi-million-dollar deals at the whim of a pen are going to one day swoop them up off their feet, and their 4 children, LaQuavion, Latravion, Trey Cravion, and Quintel Ross Jr. So I think that's where you're going to be going, with the likes of Trent Shelton, simping. Once you're paying off your alimony payments, simping for single mothers, hoping a high-value man can save them. And that's what you've been doing, telling them lies, making them believe things that aren't true, setting them up for failure once again. So no, I don't think anyone's going to forget. I don't think anyone's going to move on. I don't think anyone's going to forget Derrick Jaxn. What color are your panties?
Everybody out there, if you get nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until it comes.
And the only way for God to make it right, if he struck your lying scumbag, crooked shape up, too tight wearing V-neck sweater looking simp, Superman Brigade, Justice League, save them all, simp, douchebag, lying self, and struck you down with the biggest lightning bolt of them all, rendered you nothing but to ash, to dust. Let's play that line one more time.
Nothing else from what I've ever said over the last 9 years or right here in this video, please get this. Nothing is right until it is right with God. Nothing works until.
And once more has his wife looking average at best. Teardrops still on her sweater. So unfortunate. So unbelievable. Hair in a bonnet. He looked like he scooped her up just from her mama's house. Told her, baby, I need you on camera so we can do a video. I don't want to do a video with you. I need you to do a video so we can talk to the fans. So the publicity can die down. Please, I need you. Derrick Jaxn, you need to feel failure, defeat. You need to feel the lies that you've told, all the years of lying, all the years of deceit, all the years of telling women what they want to hear just for $1. All your merchandise sales, all your t-shirts, all your speaking and engagements. You need to feel all of that. Leave your hands without the strength to clutch onto it like you're clutching onto your wife's hand, thinking at any given moment she's going to get up and run away from you once more, and you'll never be able to catch her or get her back. How unfortunate. How very unfortunate.
Till it comes into alignment with biblical standard of how God told us to do things, especially when we're talking about a marital, spiritual covenant.
Yes.
You know, you cannot do this by your own understanding, your own intelligence, your own willpower, your own values. You have to have the grace of God to.
I get it. You watch a lot of T.D. Jakes, a lot of Bishop salmon fish cakes, Pastor cornbread. I know you listen to a lot of reverence. We get it. You use that to preach to the single women to make them believe the lies that you're telling them. We get it. But you can't lie any longer.
Come on, man.
You can't lie anymore.
Come on, man.
You can't tell any more lies
Come on, man.
to anyone,
Come on, man.
anywhere,
Come on, man.
anytime.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about now? Your lies are over.
To break free from certain things, to stay away from certain things, to not operate from your lowest self, whatever it may be. And it's because it's really only by God's grace that we're even able to be here on this video, holding hands.
Only God.
Well, like a year ago, 7, 8 months.
It's by the patience of your poor wife that you're there. How unfortunate that you think God had a part in it.
Months ago even, I couldn't see this happening. I thought it was over and I already had begun establishing my relationship with God, but that's the fruit of bringing things in alignment with God. And the mess that's been made, the mess that's now being made public from last year and years past, that's a result of getting out of alignment with doing things God's way. So that's where I stand. That's where we stand. And again, we appreciate you guys and we'll see you soon. Peace. What's going on, guys?
How unfortunate. How very unfortunate. Here lies Derrick Jaxn's career. A simp that was average at best. Lying, cheating. Well, my.
Believe it's
It looks like the Godfather himself is live. We are going to tune into the Godfather right now and see what he has to say. Finally.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating when we do it. We're just having sex. It's cheating when you do it.
Absolutely.
You don't cheat. We do.
Absolutely.
You're cheating. We don't. We just have sex.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all. It's cheating when you do it. When we do it, we just having sex.
Absolutely.
Is it because of the emotional factor that we feel more connected?
That's it too. It's also because we're territorial and you belong to us. We don't belong to you.
Absolutely.
I have a problem with that because
I don't know to make the deal. Okay, deal with the creator on that one. Don't make. I'm sorry.
But okay,
I mean, you got a problem
we're
with it,
gonna
but
say
it's
that
natural. It's
marriage.
natural, ma'am. You got a problem with it, then you have a problem with man's nature.
Yes.
Preach.
Then,
Yes.
okay, well then, here are your options:
Okay.
buy a dog, die alone, or get a girl.
No.
Okay, then you must deal with us as our nature. Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't going to accept us like women.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, there should be rules and regulations when you.
Well, let's
step into
start out
marriage.
with the first rules. Let's start with the first rules. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I am 5'8".
Your size?
16.
All right, you
16,
broke the
14.
first rule right there.
Yeah.
I don't know
But I'm
what you
working
think.
on it.
I don't know what you think you're talking about. That a man shouldn't cheat or whatever. When you broke the first rule, that men want women who are fit.
That
You
is
weigh
true.
more. You weigh more than a man at your height.
Absolutely. Average
True or
at best.
false?
Average at best.
I'm
True or
around a
false?
lot of chubby dudes, so
No. Oh, but okay. How much do you weigh?
Come on, man. What are we
220.
talking about?
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. Wow. The men want women that are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. I don't
Unbelievable.
mind being the size of. I'm sorry, you're 5'8".
You're witnessing church.
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmett Smith or Barry Sanders was. Wow. You're running back size.
Okay.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being
But at
silly.
the same time, no.
I'm
You
being
have to be
silly
flippant.
because
Get to the chopper.
to make a point that modern women are so full of righteous indignation, what you are and ain't going to accept and all this other kind of stuff, when
enough
you're
to
not
be
even what
offensive
most
lineman.
men want.
No, and I'm working on that. You said I'm 23. You said that I have until like 25.
There's
What
no
are we
reason to be
talking about?
23 and 220 pounds, man. You ain't had no babies.
What are we talking
There's absolutely
about?
no reason to justify unless it's something,
What are you talking
unless it's
about?
glandular that you got a doctor's note for. There's absolutely no reason.
Do you have a hyperactive thyroid?
All right then.
But if
So
we flip it, let's just flip
What
it for
are
a
you
second.
talking
okay,
about?
flip it.
say that I marry a high value man, right?
Never.
He decides to go out and cheat, and if I cheat, would that be acceptable? Is
First
that
off,
acceptable
if you
thing?
marry a high value man, you should be thanking your lucky stars that one was willing to accept.
The best song we got is Do You Believe in Miracles? If you believe, I'll be there.
The question, don't talk. So the reverse is if he decides to go out and be a man,
Right.
that's being a man. But if you decide to go out and cheat, not only are you cheating on a high value man who accepted you at lower sexual marketplace value, who would be the foolish one in that scenario?
I would. I would.
So
I would.
So why would you risk it?
Saint
I
Kevin
would say
logic.
common decency, moral.
No,
and I
common
guess
decency
because
was
of
he
my background-
see this is where it goes. See what I'm trying to show you guys? We have tried to make man's nature wrong.
Yes.
Common decency. When two lions
Unbelievable.
have a pride of 8 lionesses,
man.
is
What
lion
are we
A
talking about?
being amoral for having sex with all the lionesses? Is lion B being amoral for having sex with all the lionesses? Or are they just doing what lions do?
Conquer.
Answer the question. She don't want to. She don't want to answer. She don't want to answer. She don't want to answer the question.
Still much to learn, you have.
It's in their nature.
Flawless victory.
Right. It's in our
And
nature.
as a woman and being emotional,
Come
right?
on,
My
man.
nature is being
What are we
emotional.
talking about?
Therefore,
Come
she would
on,
take that
man.
into
Come
consideration.
on, man.
No. We don't take.
Come on.
No. See, stop.
Silence.
You want a man who is in the top 10%, 5%, 3% of one man to take into consideration. No, you consider him.
Flawless victory.
He's the top. He's what you follow. See, you
I'm
keep trying to top
considering-
from the bottom.
Because I've been listening to you. If I work on my weight,
Started
if I'm
from the bottom and
submissive,
you're still there.
if I'm constantly trying to be there for him and level him up.
No, you don't need to level him up. He's going to
What?
level himself up just fine without you. He's high value.
Wow.
Okay.
If you
If I
work on
move
your
out of
weight,
my
if
city-
you work on your weight, man, see, the fact of the matter is you should already be at your natural, healthy fighting weight before you even start talking about dating one of these men out here. See, a man has to already accept you beneath his standard. And you're talking about an above average man. Due respect, that is an imbalance. And the fact that you put any further imbalance in this situation just shows how far
Unbelievable.
modern women have gone out of line.
Absolutely. Preach.
Maybe it's
Preach.
because I'm not looking for a high value man that's already
You're
in
looking
his
for the
realm.
Hamburglar.
Maybe it's because I'm looking for, I believe you used the phrase Henry or
Okay,
someone
but
that's-
still,
Jacob.
okay, I get it.
You're
But
looking for
still,
average at best.
a guy in process. Well,
Mhm.
Henry is a high earner in training, so that means a man who's making probably anywhere from $65,000 to $70,000 to $85,000. They're not high earners yet, but they're in process. But I got news for you, man. These men still want women who are fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. They
Absolutely.
don't want 8, 9s, or 10s, but they don't want women who weigh more than them.
Absolutely not.
Man, the problem so many of our sisters have is your weight is an issue for most.
Yes.
And we're not supposed
Preach.
to talk about it.
Preach.
But as women's weight has gone up in our community, marriage has gone down. Correlation, not causation. A man meeting you at 23 says, God dog, she's already at 220 pounds.
Yes.
What's it going to be like when she gets older, her metabolism slows down, if they're
Yes.
kids?
Yes.
You're looking at a woman who's arguably going to be in the upper side of mid-twos, 300 pounds.
And your
No.
mama. Pancake syrup and all.
That needs to be under control first before you start talking about who a man are and what they should or should not do.
High fructose corn
I mean,
syrup.
the way you're talking about it is if the numbers said 3 in 4 black women would marry versus 1 in 4 black women.
Deep fried biscuits.
You don't have that kind of leverage to be making these kind of demands.
Absolutely not. Preach.
But I
I
see
mean-
marriage as a give and take. That's the only thing. So I'm saying that
Well, you can
if-
see what it as you
I'm working
want
on
to.
myself.
Okay, ma'am.
What are we
That's
talking
nice.
about?
Are
Come
your
on,
mother and
man.
father married?
Come on, man.
No, they're divorced.
Okay. 1 in 4 black women will marry. You can have whatever notion you want, but what do the men want?
I guess that's my issue, is that if they can have a woman that is feminine, in shape, submissive, and everything that they can ask for.
Come on, son.
Because
you have the
because they're more than because they can.
Yes.
Because we can.
And
Yeah,
you
we
just
can.
have to sit there and accept that.
No, you don't have to do it. You can die alone.
You're average at best. You're going to die alone.
You don't have to accept. You don't have to accept anything. You don't. See, we're talking about two different things. You're talking about a high value man. You don't have to accept anything.
No, you don't.
First of all, why do you think you get to put demands on men's nature?
Absolutely.
You want men to be what you think they should be versus what they are.
What are we talking about?
Absolutely not.
But if women have to control their emotions to appease a man and
What are
come
we
down a
talking
level,
You don't have to do shit. You can choose to be by
Her
yourself.
name is
See, what you're
Moesha.
showing is you are a difficult woman.
Absolutely.
You keep asking like the stuff that women have to do. They have to do this, have to do that. You don't have to do anything.
Preach.
You can
I'm a
PhD.
I'm saying in order to keep
And here's the thing. Do you have a man right now?
No.
I'm currently talking to someone I'm dating.
No.
What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
4
It
weeks.
was 4 years,
How long ago did that end?
2 weeks.
2 years ago.
You were 21. So from 17 to 21, why did it end?
My insecurities.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
To see it in your
So,
eyes.
man, you get in the mirror, do the work.
Okay, all right.
Instead
Ever
of all this
since
stuff
the
about
first
men.
Are your laser eyes like
Women,
Darkseid
like it or not, ladies,
Superman?
men are judged by the caliber of woman we can attract.
Excellent question. The eyes represent the fury Kevin Samuels exhibits when he has to purge, distract demons from women like Moesha from their edges. So the brighter the eyes get, the more energy he has to expel, to purge, distract demons from these women's edges. And the fire burns the haters away. The brighter it gets, the hotter they burn. I hope that answers your question.
Women are judged by the.
It's money, then it's good enough.
And was that your ex-boyfriend?
No,
Did he make money?
Nope.
no.
Then why were you with him in the first place?
High school sweetheart, building together.
Were you having sex with him?
Yes.
So your
Nope.
daddy gave you good advice, and did you follow it?
Nope.
French toast? No. Your
Nope.
problem, not your dad's.
Come on, son.
All right. Thanks for your time. I'm not going to die alone. Thank you.
See, wise counsel often eludes many young women because you're too willful and strong. Again, I've said this for the longest. Black men in general have been asking for three things from black women for the longest: in shape, cooperative, your natural hair. For the longest, men would even accept kids. And now you get women who are young, out of shape, not cooperative, not wearing their hair for the most part. And then when you do have a father and get good counsel, you give 4 years to a dude that your father even told you. See, you're responsible, ladies, what you pick.
Preach.
Here we go. Jasmine.
Preach.
Jasmine Peel.
Flawless victory. Logic wins.
Hey, how old are you? How old are you? Okay, you young ladies. What do you got for me on the topic? What do you disagree with?
I used to disagree with a lot of what you said, but now that I've watched your show a little more often, I can agree with a
You
lot of your
absolutely have to be
points.
ready to do a
I
jihad
just
for
more so
Kevin
have a
Samuels at
question
any given
about,
moment.
audience today seems to be women
When we go one, we
who
go
are
all.
interested in finding high value men, but are not, are falling kind of short. Am I right to assume that?
I don't understand what the question is.
Well, my question is, you're talking to women who are looking for high value men, but don't agree with how to treat one, how
Today?
to today, yeah, how to interact with them, how
Today's audience's question is women who presume to want men who are above average, higher earners, higher value men. They don't think men like that should be cheating, or they don't like the fact that men
yes.
cheat. Don't
Come
understand.
on,
Ultimately,
son.
women don't understand male nature.
Right, I was getting to that. My introduction is a little long-winded,
But
but
you can't have a long-winded. I got 31,000 people in there. We got to get to it.
Yes.
totally understandable. So I know that men who are, in the Black community, I'm going to speak to the
What's the question, man? Please get to it.
So you say that men who are not high value earners should be in marriage, who should be seeking marriage, right? The average men should be seeking
I
marriage.
didn't say that. No, that's not what. Okay, what is the question?
That is my question.
That's not a question. You said average men. That's not what I said.
Do you think that average men and average women who aren't high value earners, who aren't seeking high value men, who aren't
Okay, that's not on the topic.
No.
I've given you multiple times to kind of get around.
Unbelievable.
But this is a conversation about high value.
Rambling on,
men
not making
cheat,
any sense.
High value, and honestly, that's what it is. High value men don't cheat; they're just men. Yeah, they're just being men, ladies. They are men. See, what I realized is far too many young women, far too many women today are just at odds with men's nature.
Absolutely.
I don't like that. I don't like that men are this way. Men should not be this way.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry.
Preach.
But we are. If you are in the comment section in Zoom and your microphone is not connected, I'm going to just bounce you. Allah. If your camera's not connected, there's really no need to be here.
Nope.
Sissy, okay, Jane, what is this? Go ahead, unmute yourself. Hello, unmute yourself, Geneva.
Get to the chopper!
Geneva, unmute yourself.
Come on, son.
Okay, your microphone's not.
Women cannot follow instructions.
Sissy, unmute yourself.
How hard it is for them to follow instructions.
You have to turn the YouTube in the background down or something like that.
Let me get my air.
Okay, you've been on here before, right?
Yeah, once.
What do you got for me?
Okay, so
absolutely
I was
nothing.
listening in on what you were saying, and preferably, would I like my man to cheat? Preferably not. But
What do you mean preferably? Do you want a high value man?
Well, high value, yeah.
Okay.
But I've kind of realized, well, in my mind,
these women aren't even capable of putting ice in a cup of Red Bull for him.
Well, how old are you?
Ooh, oh my.
Well, I turned 25 2 weeks ago, so 25.
So let's get to the point. Why do you want a high value man?
Why I want a high value man? Because I believe that I deserve one.
You don't deserve nothing. Nobody deserves anything.
But she looks very nasally.
Okay. I believe that I have what it takes to maintain one.
Okay.
Being young, being fit, being friendly, being understanding the lifestyle that they live, and being able to help maintain that with him.
So
looking
why
very
is the notion
weevilous.
of him being a man and having sex with other women, if you understand them?
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel as though why I said preferably is because I know that I would prefer to just kind of keep him to myself, but I've kind of come up with.
That's kind of selfish. It's kind of selfish, ain't it?
I know it is selfish.
I mean, he's having to provide for you like 5 and 6 men.
Come on, man.
Why can't he have 5 or 6 women if he got to provide like that?
Which is why I've also kind of in my mind, I'm starting to accept the fact that, you know what, if he were to step out, I wouldn't even be shocked. Because actually my mom had said something to me a few weeks ago. She's like, well, your dad cheated, so. And I was like,
Absolutely. She rips
Yeah,
up Cynthia G.
and he's called dad, right? He's
yeah.
not called a piece of shit. He's the man he's the man who married your daddy, put a roof over your head, food in your stomach, and gave you your concept of a man. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it, Pops.
Which is why kind of like,
because you're not having to meet the mistress, are you?
No.
Exactly. Did she come knocking on the door? Talking about Miss Sissy. I'm so and so, so and so. You kept that shit
What are
away
we
from the house,
talking
right?
about?
Yeah.
So much so that his daughter didn't even
Actually,
know.
in a whole other country. But
Kudos to you, Daddy. So that's what keeps. I mean, that's real.
yeah.
That's real because the kind and caliber of men that you ladies want. I mean, just listen to what the previous woman was saying. The young 23-year-old. I'm like, do you realize how unrealistic you're talking about?
Come on, son.
It's all men should. The entitled nature of so many Western women. As long as he keep it away from the house, what difference does it make? Now, as long as
my
there's
mom said too.
no harm, no foul. I mean, so, and I'll tell you honestly, you have a better chance of securing the kind of caliber man you probably want.
Oh my.
If he understands that you're the kind of woman that's going to be loyal versus as soon as something go wrong. I don't know many men that are trying to be that.
Jaxn wants to enter the room.
All right, well, I'm going to get on to the next person now. Appreciate it.
I wonder if he lets O'Shea out.
So, Geneva.
The only people that are equipped to co-sign the saint himself, his defense force. We are the only ones equipped to defend our saint, Kevin Samuels, at all times. Where we go one, we go all. She did have an illustrious weave.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead. What do you got for me?
So my question is more so like during dating.
She
So I
already
get when
sounds
like when you're
annoying.
married and you've settled in with your husband and now you come to an agreement with him.
Oh,
My thing is
Father.
during the dating phase, is there any commitment that we should expect from a high value man at
No,
all?
Well, how old are you?
absolutely not.
I'm 27.
No, you don't own him. He don't own you. Can he expect anything from you? Can he expect the first day he meets you to have full access to your body?
No.
No.
Well, then why? He wants it.
But like, so how do we maneuver that then? I mean, I understand
You get what you negotiate.
beef while you're dating?
Yeah,
Before the commitment of marriage?
the dating is a negotiation.
Absolutely.
You get what you
It's a
negotiate.
business contract.
Look, in dating, it's just that. It's dating. It's it. So I say if you're a woman, don't go out with a man that you're not sexually attracted to on the first date. Don't accept the second date from a man that you would not have sex with. That requires you guys to be mature adults at that point. Because then all this stuff is on the table. And at that point, if you become sexually active or whatever, you guys have to have conversations. What's the end goal you're trying to achieve by dating a man?
Right. So by the second date, are you just like putting it out there like, okay, so if
What
we're
do you
going to
mean?
have sex, what are we doing? Like, I don't.
What do you mean?
What are you talking
Because
about?
I find like, okay, of course a man wants to have sex with you. Of course, you're attracted to him. He's attracted to you. But
Okay.
if my end goal in the end is wanting to be married,
Okay.
how do you not scare a man off if you're just like,
Only
okay,
date
this is
men.
what I
Okay.
want?
Do you want to be married?
Yes.
Only date men who want to be married. Part one. Only date men that want to be married. Number one. Number two. Only date men who want to be married that you're attracted to for the first date. Part three. Only date men who want to be married that you're attracted to on the first date and on the second date that you would have sex with. You see how that works? It puts all the accountability back on yourself. So if you find yourself on a third date with a man, you've already crossed the hurdles of saying, I know he wants to be married. I'm attracted to him. I would have sex with him. Sex should be on the table right about now. And you decide to keep it down, keep on moving. But when you don't have those conversations, you're very vague about stuff. You want to feel stuff out. Then you leave yourself open to a whole, what gets discussed gets done. If you don't discuss it, leave it open. And ladies don't have time to play like men do.
Nope.
So is it not going to scare, I guess, like, how do you know?
What do you mean scare off? Men who want to get married want to get married. Men who don't will leave.
Okay.
Why don't you?
Okay.
I mean, on my show, how many times have I told women don't deal? If you know you want to be married and you know you're ready to be a wife and you want to be married
She
inside
gives
of a
me
certain time frame,
Lauryn Hill vibes.
you don't want to date somebody for a year or two.
That's not
Just
a good
know what you
sign.
want. See, the problem
Absolutely
is,
not.
would this be an issue if you actually felt like you could vet and date men who only wanted to be married?
No.
That's the problem. It's not the men. It's not the problem. The problem is not the problem is you can't vet them. So I can't fix that one though.
Nope.
Appreciate it.
Nope.
Thank you.
Bye bye. So yeah, man. So yeah, that ladies, it's more women are starting to come to the fact like, dang man, I gotta share. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look, if the average man is making average black man is making $42,000, and you get a man who's making $250,000, he's making almost 6 times what the average man weighs. He should have at least 6 women. You got 6 men's income, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is astounding.
How many guys are you willing to do that? If you're willing to do that, guys, raise your hand. If I can provide like for every $42,000 you make, that should be 1 woman you should be able to get. I think many guys be like, yeah, man, I'll take that deal.
St. Kevin's logic is undefeated. Unbelievable.
This person's
Amazing.
silly.
To witness this firsthand is a privilege.
Let me go
His
ahead.
brilliance and his elegance is breathtaking.
Dude, you're dumb.
Looks like O'Shea won't be coming on.
See what we're experiencing right now is some of these dudes who didn't have daddies at home.
Oh,
they coming on using
O'Shea.
O'Shea's name.
Oh my.
What's wrong with you weirdos,
Man, what are we talking about?
Look at this goofball right here. Now, man, if you want to be something, go ahead and turn the Family Feud thing off and put your face up there. Look at this weirdo, man.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
This weirdo, the height of his entire day, is I'm going to call into the Kevin Samuels show. I'm going to make myself look like a beta male simp. But you're talking to nobody.
Wow.
You're recording the screen of who?
Wow.
God damn, look at this fool. See,
Absolutely
this right here,
will drink
ladies
his
and
cologne
gentlemen,
like cognac.
this right here is why I don't have men on
Oh
camera.
my.
Y'all see that weirdo?
Look at you.
That's
you
that kind
fool.
of that's the fool to be in the comment section.
What are we talking about?
With lotion and himself in one hand, type with another. I'm so funny. I got a camera.
Oh my.
I can be hardboiled you too, lady. I can be hardboiled you, man. I'm a hardboiled you, man. Yeah, okay. High value all the way, people. I got my high value on. I'm a high value man. I'm a high value man. I'm high value.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Why'd you run away, man? You had your Family Feud thing on up there. $2.96 glasses you had. Look at that dude. He's gonna be memes everywhere. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out his segment from the Zoom call that's recorded over here. And because he's been broadcast on the YouTube channel, then I'm going to upload it on YouTube as its own standalone video. Oh yeah, you called in, you want it, I'm gonna make you famous. You gonna learn today. You should have stayed in the kiddie section. You should have stayed at the kid table. Somebody get him the kid menu. Not enough. Yeah, man. So, golly. was like, this look like Chris Tucker's little brother. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Goddamn test tube, baby. See, that's what happens, ladies, when you allow your eggs to get too old. Remember those eggs that was on life support? See, that's what happens when you allow your eggs to get too old. You start getting one of them little boys. That's what happens. That's what happened. I'm sorry. He one of them Yoda babies.
I am wondering, why are you here?
He one of them Yoda babies. I'm sorry.
They're not high
Y'all
value.
y'all remember them
Not at
Yoda
all.
babies?
Average at best, never a 7.
Come back, Yoda baby.
Please come back.
He mad now, man.
You
He's gonna
reminded
be
me of the
pissed off at
Gremlin.
me. Oh, I'm gonna be getting trolled by Yoda baby.
This song is on
Yoda
like
baby.
Kevin Samuel's heavy rotation.
Yoda baby.
It's absolutely
Baby Yoda baby. Yoda baby.
It should
Yoda
be on
baby.
all members of
Yoda
the Defense Force
Yoda
ringtone,
baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby.
notifications, messaging.
Oh man, you
all
did young bro
notifications.
hard, man. You shouldn't have did that to him. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda
Salute
baby.
to the Godfather
Yoda
himself,
baby.
Kevin Samuels.
Yoda baby. Yoda baby, Yoda baby, Yoda
Oh,
baby,
my.
Yoda. Look at him. Go on ahead, Yoda. Go on, baby Yoda. Eat them eggs.
Oh my. How
He
unfortunate.
thought he was funny. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby, Yoda baby, Yoda baby. Baby
Oh my.
Yoda.
How unfortunate.
Baby Yoda. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. It ain't my fault.
Flawless victory. The Godfather wins.
There we go. Look, it's Baby Yoda. You're like, eggs. Eggs. That was me in my mommy's tummy. She froze me when she was 36 and had me when she was 52. Now I'm calling into a talk show. I was on YouTube.
Man.
I'm
What are
a
we talking
star
about?
now.
Come on, man.
I'm Baby
Come on,
Yoda. Yeah, dude, I make you famous. Yeah, goofy.
Absolutely.
famous.
Fucking with me.
Absolutely.
I am going to transpose that. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda. I'm going to transpose your ass all up next to that. I'm going to have Yoda baby eating eggs
Look how talented he
next to
is.
his goofy ass Family Feud
Look how gifted
sticker
he
stuff.
is.
They'd be like, boy, you called into that man's show
Singing and dancing while doing
all
a
that
live
stuff.
show.
God damn it.
His talent
mama
is
gonna be like-
unmatched, unrivaled.
How would you like to suck my balls?
Oh
I'm
my.
sorry. I said your mama, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant.
Titty sprinkles.
Oh my.
He mad at me, man. He's mad. He is mad.
Look at how
Oh, he mad. I know he
technologically
mad. I know he
gifted
mad.
he is.
Now you're gonna get it, motherfucker.
That's
Come
your
on.
problem.
He's so
I know he
talented.
mad. He mad like a mug.
He is so talented. Look at this. His soundboard has 5,000
Yoda
sounds
baby.
on it.
Yoda baby. Yoda baby. Yoda
Watching
baby,
greatness
Yoda
at
baby.
work
So anyway,
right
back
now.
to the show.
Salute.
Back
to
to the
Godfather
show.
himself.
Back to
Kevin
the show. High value men get to pick. I don't think you guys read the
Salute
instructions.
to the Godfather himself,
Said
Kevin
females
Samuels.
Only.
His brilliance, he's so
you go
talented.
bye-bye.
He's so amazing.
All right, Delisa. You ready?
Delisa. Ooh.
Delisa said, I came up in here with my hair all out,
That's a
glued out,
perfect
stuff.
baby
Go ahead
mama's
and unmute
name.
yourself.
I smell
I can.
weave.
How old are you?
19.
What do you got for me?
Oh my, we don't know. She might be average at
What is
best.
being said, I'm okay with. the
Oh,
whole cheating
Tracy
thing.
Ellis Ross' cousin. Hello.
I just feel like if he's worked hard,
She looks like a
for,
fusion between
you know, his
Tracy Ellis
lifestyle,
Ross
and he's welcoming me into
and
his
Joy
lifestyle,
Howard.
then I mean it's
Mm.
okay. Like I
You
feel
mean you
like
don't mind
just-
having your Kelly bag or your Birkin bag and your BMW and your
Yeah.
Dior belt while he out just, he coming home to you and the black card's in your wallet, right?
Simmons is a god, not
So
a
I just
demigod.
like you said, as long as
Timmy
there's
Timmy
no
needs to be part
STDs,
of or
extra
have.
kids, and I pretty much
Kevin Samuels is
I live my
complete.
own life over here, being faithful to my man, and I have my kids. And I'm
Never
happy.
gonna get it, never Never
go on
gonna get
activities
it.
and things like that.
Never
So I'm
gonna get it.
answering
Never
my
gonna
call,
get it.
and he's there for the most part when I need him, I guess, then I feel like that should be
She
okay.
looks like
And
she
that's
sings the
completely
chorus
fair
in New Jack
because
City.
Yeah.
there's no alienation of affection. There's no abandoning of his husband or his family.
She looks like one of the background characters in Living Single. Looks like a backup dancer for Living Color. Looks like the one friend on one of those UPN 9 sitcoms that gets the boyfriend that beats her, unfortunately. And then she turns a new leaf by speaking spoken word poetry and making shells and painting on them. She also has a blog, a Flickr blog, where she posts pictures of herself for inspirational moments. And she puts shea butter in her hair.
Familial duties, if he is. And here's the problem. You got to show me a woman who's in complete control of herself, like the young 23-year-old woman. I'm like, ma'am, you're not disciplined yourself.
Absolutely.
But you want to control what another man, you want to control what a man is doing. I didn't want to go there, but I was trying to kind of juxtapose that before you can start making leverage and demands, you have to be that kind and caliber of woman that a man would be willing to even possibly say, all right, in exchange for you, if that's the deal I have to make, all right. But it has to be an even exchange or a fair exchange. So at least thank you for being at least open to the idea.
Yes.
Appreciate
And
it.
I'm also in your group, and the Chicago Mix is coming up this weekend, so I'm excited. Shout out to the Chicago Mixers.
All right.
One more thing. I just want to see if I can get like.
I would absolutely treat her like Derrick Jaxn's wife.
No.
Average at best.
Well, send me an inbox. I'll do that. I'm not gonna do it here though.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. See, all right. So I'm go ahead and put, ladies, you got to understand. What are you willing to sacrifice or give up to get the kind and caliber man you say you want? Far too many women don't want to give up anything. It's like,
absolutely.
I want it all.
Yes,
like
they
that
do.
young 23-year-old woman. Like, ma'am, you want to be in control of a man.
Want all the hog maws. Want all the pig feet.
In a minute.
With all the collard greens. You want everything in the fridge. But you ain't putting nothing in the fridge.
Okay, Gilbert, I'm sorry, my friend. Today is not for men. Today is women only.
It's never for
Miss
men.
Williams will be the last person.
She absolutely wants the Godfather himself.
Okay. I'll go
but
ahead.
She's average at best.
And we can go ahead and get into it. Please unmute yourself. You have to hello? I'm good. How old are you? 33 years old. Okay. What do you have for me on the topic?
Oh my.
Because I am married to a high value man.
All right.
You don't say.
What?
So what are you doing talking to Kevin?
It's funny because prior to marrying, I've been married 2 years now.
Okay.
I think I kind of signed
High
up
value with the cross and all your boobies out. Oh my.
Okay.
So initially, my husband would take these trips out of the country
Ooh.
for like a week at a time. When we were
A traveling man.
And so I said, you must have a girlfriend over there, and I'm completely fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was till after we got married, and then I was like, these trips gotta stop. So
okay.
I'm not exactly sure what went on these
Nope.
trips. These
They'll
trips
never
were
stop.
with his peers, so anything could have taken place.
Do you need to know?
It's the breast for me too.
I'm sorry.
Do you need to know what happened on those trips?
But also like the cross.
No, I didn't need to know when I was
Makes
dating
me know she's a
but
sultry
married,
sinner.
Yeah, I would need to know.
Why?
Just because I guess I'm nosy.
Well, that's your problem. Then that's unfortunately, ma'am. No. He did it when you were dating, right?
Yes, when we were dating.
And you did not need to know then.
No.
So now, because you have the leverage of being wife, you need to know?
Yes, I feel that way.
Well, that's wrong, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because it sounds like he can. So let me give you an example. Is he a
What are we
provider?
talking about?
He is. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Are his children? Are your children his?
one of them are. I did come into the relationship with at the
So I
time.
need you to, understand. You have a child from another man,
Correct.
and you're with a provider male.
Yes.
And he's providing like a mother sucker because he can go out of the country.
Yeah. And
All right. Listen. You haven't let me give my example yet. How about he just decides to say, you know what? I'm not going to provide like that anymore.
Absolutely. Give her all the money shots he could possibly give her. And wouldn't even look at the phone at 6
That wouldn't be
a.m.
fair?
No.
No, because they would be changing the deal he made when you were
Naturally, he
dating,
was a
right?
smart man.
Yeah, that's changing some shit up.
Salute.
Well, no, like you're changing some shit up. Instead of just being happy with the fact that you landed a provider male who was willing to provide for another man's child. He did not lie to you about who he was and what he did. You accepted it in dating, but now after you got marital leverage, now you want to be nosy? You don't shut the French toast up. I'm serious.
Let me tell you what I did propose though. So what I did propose is that we could, on these vacations that we take, we could have the fun together. How about that?
You mean you could share? You could, okay. But see, what you're missing is maybe the break is from you.
Oh, dang, I ain't think
That's
about
what it often is. That's oftentimes what other women are. Is they're
When a
breaking
woman
your
says
main
her
woman
self-esteem is as
because
high
she
as
can
the
do
sun,
something for your
that's so
mental
unfortunate.
well-being that your current woman cannot do. If he
Because there's
wanted
nothing
to
that shines
invite
brighter than Kevin Samuels
her,
himself.
invite you into it, you seem like the kind of woman that would be open to that idea.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, then this must mean he needs this for himself.
He's actually open, open to that idea. I think the trips that were being taken, he was being like the wingman for one of his friends.
Man.
Okay.
What are we talking
But
about?
my point ultimately is this. Sounds like you guys have a relationship where you communicate.
We do, yeah.
Don't become the woman who wants to be overly controlling, and then you start bringing chaos into your own home.
Got it.
I mean, he sounds like a decent man. He was truthful up front. He's providing well enough for you to be a stay-at-home mother for your existing child and the child you have together. I mean, do you really think the likelihood of going to replicate that scenario?
She has a
would be
$6
extremely
or
high if you guys
$5
were to
ass
split?
down before I make change moment coming her way very soon. Thinking that she could challenge and
How old are
check
you?
her high value providing stepdaddy. Unbelievable.
I would challenge that.
What are we talking about?
Oh, yes,
Unbelievable.
I certainly would. 'cause you
Ricardo
have 2
Rodney,
children.
salute.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think about the kid because I've started to watch your channel a bit
I
and
think
humble myself,
I think that will be wise because I think you're still thinking like you're, no. You have 2 children by 2 different men. I don't think you can go.
Unbelievable
If you
finisher.
listen to my channel, you can't. And does the man you were with, does he outperform the man you were with
Logic
before?
wins.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, then you
I
should
mean,
be.
he outperforms the BD or whatever, but
Yes. So,
Nope.
how about you become grateful?
got it.
Absolutely.
Well,
I'm just
grateful.
trying to figure out how
Grateful's not nosy.
Grateful is not nosy. I'm trying to just figure out how
And
to
the funny
navigate
part about
around
it is,
the high value man.
she actually has no reason to
cheating,
be
he's just
there
being
to
a
speak
man.
to
You're the
Kevin
one
in
that
the
would cheat.
first place.
Got it.
Instead of talking
Cheating
to
when you
Kevin,
do
you
it.
should be talking
It's just,
to
it
your
would just be a man when we do
husband.
it. And I sound like he's a pretty stand-up guy. He's married you.
Disrespectful, out of line
Did your
strap.
ex marry
This
you?
is the reason why the flames
Well, that's because
in the eyes of the Kevin Samuels Defense Force is present to burn
Okay,
the strap
again,
demon
tomorrow Wednesday's
from
program,
your
the
pressed down
engagement.
edges until
We
you
can start
get
talking
it,
about how many times sister's been
until
engaged,
you
and we can change those in for
understand.
some coupons, some shit.
Come on, son.
I can buy something with all these engagements.
Unbelievable.
Ma'am, you
Salute.
got very fortunate.
Yeah.
You got a man who's willing to accept a woman who had a child by another man, has been upfront, open, and honest with you. Don't go looking for reason. Okay, do you think Becky, Marisol, Mylene, or Anu will go finding ways to destroy or to bring chaos into their marriage like
Her
this?
wig is very crispy like the
Since when
finest
did you do
fitted
that
hat.
too, Keisha?
She should be happy.
I'm using an overly
Big-ass
ethnic name
breast
just
in
like
the
I used to
face of
Becky,
her
Marisol,
husband.
Mylene. Don't do that. Don't do
Derrick
that.
Jaxn.
Because what you could potentially do is open the back door or the side door for that woman who's not going to be a pain in his ass.
And we enjoy the back door.
And you may end up, don't be mad, because they'll be like, well, all right, fine, we need to know that I'm leaving.
What are we talking
don't
about?
do that. Go get your hobby.
Come
do
on,
something.
son.
Go do some yoga. Make sure when he come back home, here's what you do. Whatever is happening over there, as long as it's not taking money from the family, not putting you in a bad position, no outside kids, no disease, whatever. Think of it as a time for him to recharge, because he should come home a better man.
He does.
Well, then, God damn it, think of him as being Superman going to the Fortress of Solitude. If you don't get off my phone,
Well,
get
that's
off
what
my.
happened. Now, let me tell you why I'm calling in. So when I heard
Yeah,
this,
you
I
call
was
in and put the girls on the camera. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely.
I was calling in because I was like, maybe I need to up that,
Because you could have just simply put on a sweater.
You don't no. You think you get a better man by putting restraints on him? You
Well, we
restrain your
understand
kids.
that you want to look
You don't restrain
good
no man.
for the Godfather himself,
Got it.
Kevin
No,
Samuels.
you can
It's
take the trips.
understandable.
Maybe I'll enforce the trips now.
You enforce the trips?
Yeah, you could go on this trip every, once a year.
As long as he come back's a better man, that's all you should be worried about.
Wow.
Come on,
Are y'all having any more children?
We are.
Nope.
Go get some business then. Get off my phone now. You tripping. Get some business.
Absolutely.
You know I'm right. Thank you, Winter. Bye-bye.
Come on, son.
She know I'm right. Y'all know I'm right with that one. Come on, man. That man sounded like he was a stand-up
Come on,
dude.
man.
Said everything up front.
What are we talking about?
I would tell you if he wasn't going out of the
Sounds
country.
like Kevin Samuels has
What was
been
the old
watching
adage? Keep his
Defense
belly
Force.
full and his balls empty. Let that man do what he do. Let that man do what he do. All right, people. That was a good show. The High Value Men Cheat. Yes, I am going to be discussing the topic that everyone wants me to talk about. I'm going to discuss it. It will either be, it'll probably be Friday.
Nope.
Why? Because it's also time to do another smoke show. It's time.
Wow.
The temperature is building. And every now and then, you just need to release the pressure.
And Defense
So
Force will
on
be
the
there
free
to
smoke
defend
show
them.
is when my critics, detractors can call
Absolutely.
in and ask me questions about things that I say.
Absolutely.
You get to go real time. Mano a mano or man to woman. Come on, bring it. Free smoke is that. Bring
Absolutely.
it. Stay out the comment section. Stay out other folks. Bring it here. When we do free smoke, it's free smoke. But free smoke has some basic rules. One, we stick to the topic, the points.
Absolutely.
Far too often, people want to try to make it about, especially with black men, you got to explain your personal life with what you do in your public world. Al Roker can be the weatherman. They don't care what he's doing and stuff. And I reject that notion. If it doesn't overlap into what you're doing, it's not relevant.
Salute.
Free smoke coming up.
Hold the line. Defense Force
Stop
will
trying to
be
make every
holding the
man
line
be
that
perfect
night.
when we're just people. We got to talk about these engagements because, like I said, we got to have some sort of conversion. You've been engaged once, it counts as like, what, a third of a marriage? For every 3 engagements, you've been married one.
Salute.
The engagement queens. And then,
Saint Kevin Logic.
yeah, we're going to have that conversation. I'm thinking it's going to be Friday. Fridays are the days I tend to put on the velvet blazer, the tuxedo, or whatever.
Absolutely.
And then got some trips and travel coming up. So, yeah, here's the thing. We got to start being more realistic about who human beings are and what we are.
Absolutely.
Putting all these different restraints on people is how people end up being disappointed. You want a successful, productive, competitive, successful, attractive, loyal alpha male who only wants to have. Come on, man. Come on. Well, you can dream about
Come
it.
on, man.
Dream about
What
it,
are we
but that ain't
talking
real
about?
world.
Salute to
If you
Kevin
find one,
Samuels watching the
are you gonna
Defense
be
Force.
happy? No. Probably gonna still find a way
Nope.
to end up making them do something else. Y'all gonna go sit down somewhere. All right, anyway,
Come on, man.
it's been good. It's
What are
been
we
great, but
talking
I
about?
gotta get up out of here. Until next time. Peace. We are gone. Shout out to Derrick. Tell them good lies. I'm a
Salute.
PhD.
An amazing performance.
I'm a PhD.
An amazing show. Salute to the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels. An amazing performance to follow up that lashing that we had to give that disgusting, annoying, cape coddling, lying, cheating, backstabbing impersonator, Derrick Jaxn. Kevin Samuels is so rich he burns the suit he had on the night before. Absolutely. Puts on $5,000 suits just to go take out the garbage. Absolutely. Salute to the people watching. Salute to the Kevin Samuels Defense Force. We will probably be addressing Derrick Jaxn again, and we will definitely hold the line Friday night for the smoke show. Kevin Samuels Defense Force, where we go one, we go all. Average at best, never a 7. Salute till next time.
Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels.
Goodbye.
Kevin Samuels.
Salute to the Defense Force.
Where?
Average at best. Give me a 7. Height, weight, size, but never a 7. Never a 7. How would you rate, but never a 7? Because you're not. You're not.
Hold the line.
CIA, FBI, digital soldiers, defense force, hold the line, the line, the line, holding the line. In chat rooms and comment sections, everywhere we go, defense force, defense force, defense force, hold the line.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar, y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te lo ve. Que por más que tarde lo veré caer. Somos más lo bueno y tenemos fe. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work, yeah. El mundo quiere dinero, yeah, yeah. Money work, se arregla con dinero, yeah. Money work, de corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón, yeah, la plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah, 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 yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work.